Hello students, today we will start new chapter in geography, chapter number 8. This is our last chapter, India, climate, vegetation and wildlife. Through this chapter, in your day-to-day life, as you know that, you read newspaper, you watch some news channels through which you come to know about different climate conditions. Sometimes you talk with other person, you feel hot, you feel cold. So, this is the changing in season. According to the season, you wear your clothes, you eat fruits, vegetables, etc. So, here, first of all, you try to understand what is mean by weather. Weather is about day-to-day changes in the atmosphere. Yes, it includes changes in temperature, rainfall and sunshines, etc. So here you know that in India the major seasons recognized in India are first here cold weather season, which is called as a winter season. In this season it is throughout the year. This season you feel during December to February, means December, January and February. This is the time period when you experience winter season. After that we are talking about hot weather season, which is a summer season. During summer season you feel the time period of summer season is March to May, and then our third season, it is called as a rainy season also, our monsoon season. At that time you get rain. So here the time period of monsoon season is June to September, and at last here we are talking about autumn season. Autumn season you experience during October to November in detail. Now we study about this 4 seasons. But before that, I will give you some explanation about the seasons. Here, sometimes you feel hot and cold, sometimes you saw the sunny and cloudy atmosphere is there. Windy or calm. You may notice that when it is hot continuously for several days, you don't need any warm clothes. At that time, you wear cotton clothes. You also like to drink cold things, for example, ice cream, sharbat, cold drinks, etc. In contrast, these are the days together. You feel cold without woolen cloth when it is very windy and chilly atmosphere. You would like to have some hot to eat. For example, at that time you eat or you drink some hot beverages, for example coffee, tea, etc., soup. Broadly the major season here we recognize in India, totally we have 4 seasons: winter, summer, monsoon and autumn. So here we discuss about our first season, cold weather season, means a winter season. During the winter season, the sun rays do not fall directly in this region, in the region of India. As a result, the temperatures are quite low in a northern India part. So that's why you feel cold temperature is there or cold weather is there and you wear woolen clothes. Now, our second season, which is a summer season, at that time you eat or drink cold drinks or cold things. In the hot weather season, sun rays more or less directly fall in this region. Temperature belongs very high. Hot and dry winds called loo. You experience loo. Blow during the daytime, and that's why at that time you wear cotton clothes. Generally people wear cotton fabrics. Okay, southwest monsoon season means our third season, rainy season. The season is marked by the onset and advance of monsoon season. The winds blow from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal towards the land. They carry moisture with them, and when these winds strike the monsoon barriers, rainfall occurs. Yes, at that time, farmers started growing their crops. They are started sowing seeds. This is the season for farming. And at last, we are talking about our autumn season. So, the season of retreating monsoon or autumn, here we experience winds move back from mainland to the Bay of Bengal. This is the season of the retreat monsoons, the southern part of India. Particularly, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh receive rainfall in this season. So, however, you notice that the climate is about the average weather condition, which have been measured over many years. The climate condition has broadly been described as a monsoon type. During monsoon season, it takes from Arabic word Mausim. It comes from Arabic word Mausim, which means seasons. Due to India's location in the tropical region, we are in a Tropic of Cancer. Tropic of Cancer passes through the between the India. Most of the rain is brought by the monsoon winds. Agriculture in India is depending on rain. Yes, when agriculture land, they are starting harvest or they are starting growing crops when you saw rainy season is started. Good monsoon means adequate rain and good crops. They started cultivating good crops during rainy season. Okay, here they give you some extra information. Let's have some fun. In this information, they give you extra part. First part, people in all part of our country, they drink delicious cold drinks called sharbat, which is made from the fruits available in their regions. They are excellent thirst quenchers and protect our bodies from the ill effect of the harsh loo, means a hot wind. Loo means a very hot winds. Have you tried sharbat? Make from a raw mango, bale, lemon, tamarinds, kokum, watermelon and sometimes buttermilk made from the curds. Yes, during summer season you drink this kind of cold drinks. For example, chas, matha, mori, etc. make from the banana and mango milkshake too. Here we give you the information about summer season also. After a hot summer, the first rain brings much joy. All our language have melodious songs on rain. Yes, many times you heard songs on rain. They sound happy and bring cheers. Learn 2 songs on rain and sing them together in your class. Ask your friends or neighborhood and family members for names for rain in other season in different languages. For example, here they tell you the different names in different languages. For example, we talk Varsha, we call Varsha in Hindi, the another name of rain. Then in Urdu we said Barish. If we talk about Marathi language, for rainy season they are using Pausala. And in Bengali they said Borsha. Borsha means a rainy season. Yes, through this we come to know about rainy season, the name of rainy season. What would happen if monsoon season were weak or even worse, failed to occur one year? Crops will be affected, yes or no? Definitely yes. The levels of the water in well will be go down and summer will be longer because there will be no rain, and that's why you face lot of problems. Okay, now here we are talking about different seasons. So the climate of a place is affected by its location, altitude, distance from the sea and relief. Therefore, we experience regional differences in the climate of India. Here they give you some example. Jaisalmer and Bikaner in the desert of Rajasthan are very hot during summer season because this place is a Thar desert and they feel hot experience during summer season. Okay, now while Dras and Kargil in Jammu and Kashmir are freezing cold. Yes, they feel cold during the year, during the winter season. Sometime you saw here snowfall is there during winter season. Coastal places like Mumbai and Kolkata experience moderate climate because they are near the coastal area, and here you saw humidity is there. They are neither too hot or neither too cold. Being on the coast, these places are very humid, and that's why generally people during summer season they visited coastal areas like Goa. So, Mausim Ram in Meghalaya receives the world's highest rainfall. While in the particular year, it might not rain at all in Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. So, through which we come to know about this different season and different regions of India, how they feel during different season time. Here we study about new topic, that is natural vegetation. We see a variety of plant life in our surrounding area. How nice it is to play in a field with a green grass. Yes, everywhere you saw greenery is there in our surrounding. There are also small plants called bushes and shrubs like cactus and flowering plants like roses, marigold. You saw variety of flowering plants are there. Besides, there are many tall trees, some with many branches and leaves like a mango tree, neem tree, banyan tree, or some which stand with a few leaves such as palm tree. Here, if we talk about the grasses, shrubs and trees which grow on their own without interference or help from human being are called as a natural vegetation. Here we are discussing about natural vegetation. In our textbook they give you one picture which shown you about tropical rainforest. Here you saw different kinds of plants. For example, shrubs, trees, grasses, etc. So, do you wonder how this differ from each other? Different types of natural vegetation are depend on different climate conditions, among which the amount of rainfall is very important. So, that's why due to the varied climate condition in India, you saw India has a wide range of natural vegetation. You saw different kinds of plants, shrubs, grass, then you saw various trees around our surrounding. After that, why we are discussing, here new point we are discussing, why are forests necessary to us? Which things we get from the forest area? Forests are very useful for us, which gives us lot of things. Here, this is the picture indicate you the different forest produce which we get from the forest area. Forests are very useful for us. They perform various functions. For example, plant release oxygen that we breathe and absorb carbon dioxide. The root of the plant bind the soil. Thus, they control soil erosion. If we talk about soil erosion, plant bind the soil, and that's why it is very important to planting a tree. Forests provide us with a timber for furniture. Here I will show you the different example. Fuel, wood, fodder, medicinal plant and herb, honey, lac, gum, etc. These are the examples. For example, here I will show you medicine, shelter. It provides us fodder also. It provides us oxygen, fruits and vegetable, furniture. Then we get fuel, means of wood. Then soil binding means it stops soil erosion. It binds our soil. Then we talk about rubber, lac, many things. Timbers, fruits. Here you saw honey, we get from the honeybees. So, lot of things you get from the trees. Forests are a natural habitat of wildlife animals. Natural vegetation has been destroyed to a large extent because of the reckless cutting of trees. Many times we cut trees for our own purpose. We should plant more and more trees and protect that exist one and make people aware of the importance of tree. That's why generally we heard about that. Grow more and more trees. We can have a special program like a Van Mahotsav. Government will arrange this types of programs like Vana Mahotsav to involve more people in making our earth green. So here they give you the extra information related to trees. Here one short story is given to you. Leela's parents planted a sapling of neem to celebrate her birthday every year. On each birthday, a different sapling was planted. It was watered regularly and protected from severe heat, cold and animals. Children took care not to harm it. When Leela was 20 years old, 21 beautiful trees stood in and around her house. Birds built their nest on them, flowers bloomed, butterflies fluttered around them, then children enjoyed their fruits. They swung on their branches and played in their shades. So in this way you saw the different plants give us lot of things. We also enjoy the greenery of our surrounding. That's why it is very important to grow more and more plants. We discuss about new topic, wildlife. Forests are home to a variety of wildlife animals like wild animals and domestic animals. Here in forest area there are thousands of species of animals and a large variety of reptiles, amphibians, mammals, birds and worms which dwell in the forest area. So, through this we come to know about the wildlife. The tiger is our national animal. It is found in a variety of various parts of our country. Gir forest in Gujarat is the home of Asiatic lion. Only in India you saw in Gujarat you find Asiatic lions, elephant and one-horned rhinoceros roam in the forest of Assam. Assam is the home place of one-horned rhino and elephants. Elephants are also found in Kerala and Karnataka. Camel and wild asses are found in the Great Indian Desert as well as Rann of Kutch respectively, because in both the place you saw desert places there. Wild goats, snow leopards, bears, etc. are found in the Himalaya region. Besides that, Many other animals are found in the country such as monkeys, wolf, jackals, nilgai, cheetal, etc. India is equally rich in birds' life also. The peacock is our national bird. Other common birds are parrot, pigeon, myna, geese, bulbul and duck also. There are several bird sanctuaries which have been created to give birds their natural habitat. This provides the bird protection from hunters. In your surrounding area also, you saw variety of birds, for example sparrow, peacock, parrot, pigeon, etc. There are several hundreds of species of snake found in India. We are talking about cobra. Kraits are the important among them. Due to the cutting of forest and hunting, several species of wildlife of India is now declining rapidly. Many species have already become extinct. In order to protect this many national national parks, sanctuaries and biosphere reserves have been set up. The government run different projects or programs like a Save Tiger project or elephant. To protect them, this kind of animal, government will open sanctuaries as well as you saw many animal parks were there. You can also contribute in conserving wildlife. You can refuse to buy things which is made from the part of the body of animals, means the leather goods, such as their bones, horns, fur, skin and feather. Generally we can't buy this kind of things which is made from the animals, because hunters hunt this kind of animals or birds and at last they use their skin, bones, fur. And every year we observe Wildlife Week in the first week of October to create awareness of conserving the habitats of animal kingdom, and that's why animals are also plays a very important role in human life. We also conserve. It is our responsibility to save animals, to conserve animal kingdom. Now we are talking about migratory birds. In India, every year many birds they migrated due to the climate condition. Some birds such as pin-tailed duck, curlews, flamingo, osprey and little sting migrate to our country in winter season every year. Smallest migratory bird, little sting, weighing as low as 15 gram from Arctic region, travel about over 8,000 kilometers to reach India every year. In this way, you saw some foreign birds also here as a migratory birds. So in this chapter, here we study about different topics like natural vegetation, climate condition, about wildlife animals and birds. So I hope you understand this chapter. Thank you.